the safety that got hurt versus the Baltimore Ravens. I know he hasn't been cleared to even practice yet, so I wonder if he's going to play in the game. It is Thursday now. It is Taylor Rapp, right? Taylor Rapp. I think him not playing or playing will be if you guys want to lose this game. To be honest, I think that will be the biggest win-lose X-factor type of thing as far as defense goes. Jim says the Commanders win. That's like putting out Coke bottles for the milkman. It just won't happen. Like that. Robert Delano II says it's Josh Allen's year. He said, let me clear my throat and let me shout it out for the people in the back. It's Josh Allen's year. Stamp it, put it down, put it in the history books. Robert says, I want to go get that Buffalo Bills tattoo right now because it's going to happen. Listen, Robert, Josh Allen is playing great. Everything's lining up and looking hunky-dory for Josh Allen, right? He played a not-so-good stat-wise game versus the Baltimore Ravens and still came out on top. He got engaged to a movie star that could trump Taylor Swift, right? Josh Allen is having an MVP season. He's playing great. He's playing smart. And playoff Josh Allen is very, very dangerous. 25 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. And it's like, what's it, 19 playoff games, 18 playoff games? He is just that good. Josh against the Chiefs in the playoffs is 0-3, Robert. If you want to point that out, though. Alfaro says Taylor Rapp. Yeah, thank you for that. I had to Google it. Robert says Josh Allen against the Eagles in the Super Bowl. Josh Allen wins. Put it on a shirt. Put it on a shirt. So guys, the question is, do you guys think the Buffalo Bills offense can compete with the Kansas City Chiefs defense? I'm saying yes, and I think the majority of the people out there are saying yes as well. Next up, our rundown night, we have to basically talk about the GOAT. Yeah, I know people use that term very, very loosely. I know people probably overwhelm that term, but guys, the question that I want to ask you is not only is Patrick Mahomes the best quarterback in the NFL, but guys, is he the best postseason quarterback ever? Not just this year, just not right now, but ever. Is Patrick Mahomes the best postseason quarterback ever? Guys, in 7 seasons, that's right, 7 seasons as a starter in the playoffs, Mahomes just has 8 interceptions. Not 8 in one season, not 8 in one game, not 8 total. In 7 seasons, he has 8 total touchdowns. That's averaging 1.1 per season. In 2019, he had 2, 2020, he had 2, and 2021, arguably his worst season in the playoffs, he had 3. Last season, he just had 1 interception as well. On top of that, he has 42 total touchdown passes in the playoffs. Every Chicago Bears quarterback would love to have 40 total touchdown passes in their whole career. Just not just in the playoffs, but in his big career. He has 2, including a 10 touchdown season in 2019 and 11 in 2021. With that being said, his average quarterback QBR in the postseason is 105.6. I'm just saying, that's pretty good. He averages 279.6 yards passing per game. Since 2018, when Patrick Mahomes came into the league, Tom Brady has 17 touchdowns to 9 interceptions in 11 games. Lamar Jackson has 10 touchdowns to 7 interceptions in 8 games. Josh Allen, Mr. Playoff Man himself in 12 games, has 23 touchdowns to 4 touchdowns or to 4 interceptions and averages 260 yards per game. Allen, however, is 75 in the playoffs. Mahomes is 16-3. So guys, when you look at the greatest postseason quarterback ever, I know there's going to be some names thrown out there. Tom Brady, Steve Young, potentially Troy Aikman, Joe Montana. I know it's Joe Montana, calm down. But guys, Patrick Mahomes is the real deal. Patrick Mahomes is the real deal. If you list any quarterback out there, Joe Montana, Tom Brady, Steve Young, let's see whoever had some, Peyton Manning, or Patrick Mahomes, if you were to take any of those guys and say, I want this quarterback on my team in the postseason, guys, I'm picking Patrick Mahomes each and every time. each and every time he has 3 playoff losses. 3 of them. 2 in the AFC Championship game and 1 in the Super Bowl. Guys, wrap your head around that. He is 16-3 in the playoffs in 7 seasons. He has a full season of playoff games in 7 years. Guys, if he continues this track, he's going to blow everybody out of the water. Joe Montana, Steve Young, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, John Elway, they're going to blow them all out of the water. Guys, Patrick Mahomes is the greatest quarterback in the playoffs, period, hands down. Next subject, please, as Laura likes to say. But guys, let me ask this question. Is Patrick Mahomes the best postseason quarterback? Let me see what you guys have to say. Richard Beck says Josh Allen has 28 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. Patrick Mahomes has 26 touchdowns and 11 interceptions. No? Jim says not even close. Still a Super Bowl behind Bradshaw. Let's talk about Aikman, let's talk about Steve Young, let's talk about Joe Montana, and absolutely the majority owner, Tom Brady. So Jim is saying Patrick Mahomes isn't even the top 5. You have Brady, you have Joe Montana, you have Steve Young, you have Troy Aikman, Terry Bradshaw. Jim's like, Patrick Mahomes is not even top 5. Jim, Terry Bradshaw couldn't hold Patrick Mahomes' jockstrap. Troy Aikman was carried by a great team, let's just be honest. Troy Aikman was a crap-ass quarterback. Steve Young, carried by a great-ass team. Joe Montana was pretty good when he was with the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm kidding, he was great. But yeah, come on, not even top 5, Jim? Sheesh. Derek says, does John Elway count for a postseason, not Super Bowl? I'm not for sure what you're asking, Derek. But John Elway in the postseason was pretty good. I don't have his stats. I didn't look him up. So, but yeah, I mean, we had 2 back-to-back Super Bowls carried by Terrell Davis. He wasn't terrible, but I feel like you gotta put him up there. You gotta talk about him, right? Robert says, I don't want Patty to win or beat Tom Brady's Super Bowl wins. It's gonna happen, Robert. It's gonna happen. Barring some type of crazy injury, ACL, Achilles, I know he does have weak ankles, right? Barring anything crazy, he is going to at least compete for Tom Brady's Super Bowl wins. It may even be the next 3 years. The Chiefs are built. John says, how about they classify greatness teams by decades? How about the same for quarterbacks? You could do that. And if you want to do the era, Patrick Mahomes is by far superior in his era. Hands down. John says, meanwhile, in Kansas City, Buck is juggling Chief balls. I don't have any Chief balls around here. They're all firmly in my throat after I swallowed them, John. Josh says, yeah, he's a GOAT, but even better than Brady was. Josh, we're finally on the same page, man. Tom Brady was a nice game manager, was carried by a great coach. Right? Robert says, I wonder where Tyreek Hill is going now, and the rumors are he's going to the Chargers. That's where he wants to go. I think is he from California or something? I don't know. But yeah, should be the sold. Laura says it's juggling, is that what they're calling now? And Alpha says, slow it down, baby! Not happening, Buck. Sunday is the start of the Josh Allen era. Listen, there's room at the top for everybody. Come on, Buffalo Bills, you can go 0-5 in the Super Bowl. Robert said my dad said Denver. Denver as in John Elway, or John Denver like the artist, or Peyton Manning? That's the real question. Is it Peyton Manning or John Elway? Because honestly, I think Peyton Manning has a better postseason accolades than John Elway. I don't want to have any bashing against Mark D, but let's just be honest, John Elway was carried. Jim says the amount of NFL guys like me and John have seen a lot of greatness, so GOAT is almost a misnomer to use. I agree. I do not like the term GOAT at all. You are making excuses for him to be instead of letting him play. Every one of these guys are lucky duck commanders himself. Phil Robertson decided to build duck calls instead of starting in front of Bradshaw in college. Listen, if Phil Robertson would have went to the NFL, we would have saw that man probably win 15 Super Bowls in a row. Let's just be honest. Tyreek Hill at Denver, huh? That would be interesting. We'll see what happens. And of course, here we go. The greatest quarterback to play in any Super Bowl is Jim Plunkett. But after all, speaking of your Buffalo Bills, right now the Buffalo Bills guys are 0-3 versus the Kansas City Chiefs in the playoffs. They have been to 4 Super Bowls and they lost all 4. So guys, what happens if the Buffalo Bills go 0-4 in something yet again? As in 0-4 in the playoffs, and 0-4 in the Super Bowl, and then 0-4 versus the Kansas City Chiefs in the playoffs. What happens if they go 0-4? Guys, Bills Mafia, I think, is happy to be here. They're happy to be relevant again. They're happy to be just good enough to be in the conversation of the Kansas City Chiefs. They're just happy enough to beat the Baltimore Ravens. They're just happy enough to start owning the AFC East again, guys, right? The simple fact of the matter is, if they go 0-4, they're going to be perfectly happy. The Buffalo Bills are going to be happy that, hey, we made it to the AFC Championship game. There's next year. 90% of the Buffalo Bills fan base are Canadians. Can the Canadians get pissed off? I mean, when they become the 51st state, then they might be getting able to get pissed off, but that's besides the point. And I think we'll probably divide it like another 50 states to be 100 states or whatever. But I digress. But if the Buffalo Bills go 0-4 versus the Kansas City Chiefs in the playoffs, I guarantee you, most of the Kansas City Chiefs fan base will not let it down. 60 to 70% of the Kansas City Chiefs fan base is going to be so annoying to the Buffalo Bills fan base and to the Baltimore Ravens fan base and to whatever fan base out there, Raiders, Chargers, Broncos, whatever. They're going to hate the Kansas City Chiefs even more because a select few of the fan base will not shut their damn mouths, but the Buffalo will be like, whatever, it is what it is. It is what it is. So if they go 0-4, Alpha Rob will be back here on Monday like, you know what, we just got outplayed. Either Carson Wentz will be out here like, you know what, if we just would have made that catch or made that extra point, we would have been winning the game. But I feel like the Buffalo Bills fans are just the most humble, chill people ever. They can go 0-16 in Super Bowl, but yeah, you know what, we made it there. Yeah, it sucks, but you know what, we made it there. They're going to be happy. They're going to be happy. But guys, what do you guys think? What do you guys think if the Buffalo Bills do go 0-4 versus Kansas City Chiefs in the playoffs? What will happen? That's the question that I want. That is the question I want. More says it's not going to happen, baby. Not going to happen. They're going to win. And Alpha Rob says there's going to be an upset. Alpha Rob, if there is an upset, the Kansas City Chiefs will be winning this game. Did you know that the Buffalo Bills are now favored in this game? If you go to FanDuel, they actually have a 55% chance of winning this particular game right now. Now, the Kansas City Chiefs are a half-a-point favorite, like I think it is. But if you look at the APIs, the Buffalo Bills are supposed to win. Like, I'm confused by that. But I don't think it'd be an upset. I think the Buffalo Bills should win this game. I think they should be favored in this game. The only reason why they're not favored is because it's at Arrowhead, and Patrick Mahomes just doesn't lose at Arrowhead unless it is to Joe Burrow or Tom Brady. So, yeah. Jim says there's another one. Jim Kelly smokes Mahomes easy. You have to win games to be considered in the top 10. 4 Super Bowls in a row. Bobby freaking What do you guys do? Way before my time. And Derek says, I remember when they used to lose like that in the Super Bowl. It was 90, wasn't it? They lost to the Commanders, they lost to the Cowboys, and they lost to the Giants. They lost to NFC East teams. And if the Buffalo Bills make it to the Super Bowl, they're going to be playing an NFC East team. Oh shit, here we go again. Here we go. But guys, let's talk some NFC football. Let's talk a little NFC football. The Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.